Allison for Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and today we're going to talk about the ARTEMiS Clipper by Chris Christensen. So one of the things about the ARTEMiS Clipper is that I actually had something to do with this coming to the dog world or the grooming world or the dog show world, like coming to being. I've actually been to the factory in Germany where the clipper and the blades are all made, and it was actually really, really interesting. And today we're just gonna unbox it together so you can see what it's all about. So, here's a box with a clipper in it, says ARTEMiS on it. So what's gonna happen? So we open it up, and here we have your clipper. It comes with a Chris Christensen number 10 blade, which is basically the most universal blade that you can have and use. It's a great first blade if you haven't used a clipper. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that the ARTEMiS is an actual clipper. It is not a trimmer. It doesn't have a 5-in-1 blade. This is made for doing big jobs, really precise jobs. And the fact that it has snap-on blades means that these blades are compatible with your other clippers, and your ARTEMiS clipper will accept other snap-on type blades. And I think that that is a very, very important thing for you to know. If you're used to using a 5-in-1 trimmer, which we all are, if you actually use a number 40 blade on here, your trimming on your poodle, your fine work is going to be that much better, that much cleaner. And this, of course, is much more powerful than a trimmer, but I digress. So in the box, the first thing we have is our ARTEMiS clipper. Comes with a number 10 blade in the box. The next thing we have is our battery, and our battery is fits into our clipper with this satisfying little click so that you know that it's in there. You don't have to guess. It's not going to jiggle around, doesn't do anything. So the battery's there. We have our clipper. It has this nice big chunky power button. You're not going to accidentally turn it off or on in the middle of doing something, right? It's on, it's off, easy peasy. A few other comments I'm going to make is that the ARTEMiS was designed for pet professionals and for the pet user at home. This is not a beauty industry rebrand. So there's many clippers out there that we use in the pet industry that are beauty industry rebrands. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people use that, but they don't have the torque, the power, the longevity of a clipper made for the pet world. Of course, when you're shaving somebody's head, it doesn't take as much power, as much torque as it does to shave a big dog, especially a dog that has a lot of matting that your clipper has to plow through. As well, it comes with a bottle of clipper oil. So the bottle of clipper oil is right here. And this is really important. We're gonna get to this in some future videos when we talk about blade maintenance and how important this is for your blade. So included, this is like pretty much a lifetime supply. It's quite a big bottle. And then as well, very important, we have our charging station. So here's our charging station. And this charging station will charge both your clipper, and if you bought a spare battery, it will charge the battery at the same time, or you can put your clipper away and just charge your battery all by yourself, whatever you might want that to look like. And as well, your ARTEMiS comes with different plugs depending on what area of the world you live in. And attached to it is the plug for North America. If you happened to get a plug that didn't have the North American plug on it, you would just simply undo the screw, slide this out, and put in the appropriate plug. Same if you bought a North American clipper and you're traveling somewhere, maybe you're going to Europe for a grooming competition, then you can just take your same clipper and charger and just change out the plug, which is quite handy. So this is what we have in the box, is our clipper charger, the clipper and the stand, the extra plugs, your clipper oil, and of course the battery and the number 10 blade. So it has a warranty card that comes in here. I want to also talk to you about our warranty. As we know, a lot of clipper warranties are out there, but they don't cover wear parts. They don't cover the parts on your clipper that actually wear out. The ARTEMiS clipper absolutely covers all your wear parts, your blade drive, your blade hinge, any of those things are covered. And we do the servicing ourselves in the Chris Christensen warehouse in Texas. So you can just mail it away, bada bing, bada boom, your clipper can be serviced. We will even service it. So we'll even just clean it up, detail it, make it look beautiful for you. If you decide to send it in, you just pay shipping and handling. So a couple other things about the ARTEMiS is the grip. It has this slim handle grip. It's very, very well balanced, and it's really great. You don't get wrist fatigue even if you're going to use it all day. As I said earlier, this is a true clipper that takes snap-on blades. So maybe you've only ever used a trimmer and you don't really understand what a snap-on blade is. So a snap-on blade means that each blade that you have is going to cut the hair to a different length. Not like a 5-in-1 trimmer where you just move the little lever to get a different length. This is truer to the actual length that you would be used to if you had originally started using snap-on blades. And the reason that they're called snap-on is it has this little lever here. You push that in, you pull the blade back towards you, and you would slide off the blade and then put on maybe a 40 blade if you're doing poodle legs, maybe a 4F blade if you're trimming the body of a terrier. Then when you go to put the blade on, you slide the blade onto this hinge and you turn it on when you're snapping the blade back onto the clipper. If you accidentally snap the blade onto the clipper without the motor running, don't worry about it. The only reason we ask you to have the motor running is to make sure that the lever fits into that blade. So if you accidentally snap it on without the motor running, just simply snap it back, turn it on, snap it back on, and you are ready to go. The ARTEMiS has a very high run speed of 35 RPM. It's a single speed clipper, but it's very, very powerful. So this is gonna really help you get through those matted dogs. It's really gonna make sure that those blades are working absolutely perfectly. As well, the battery has a 4-hour run life and a 4-hour charging time. And one thing about our batteries is that they are lithium ion batteries, but they are the leading battery in the industry, which means they have no memory. So if you're like me and somebody who always worries about battery memory, because I was told, hey, you always have to run your phone down to absolutely zero, otherwise the battery doesn't last as long. This is not true with the ARTEMiS clipper. The ARTEMiS clipper, you can use it for 30 minutes, you can use it for 4 hours. However long you use that clipper for, it is not going to change the life, the charge time, anything of that clipper battery. And the other thing is that the battery runs strong till the end of the battery life. It doesn't start running slower. It runs long all the way to the end of that battery life. The other thing we like to say is that it's light as a feather, right? It's the lightest cordless clipper that is out there. And again, that really just helps you groom your dogs with much more comfort. The reason that I like this is I have many other clippers out there, and I find the weight of this clipper is so well balanced along with the ergonomic handle that I can clip a big matted dog with absolutely no problem. But when I'm doing precision work on my poodle, either in the feet, maybe a toy poodle, setting lines, etc., it just handles really, really well, and you are able to do things like that. So those are a couple other reasons why I am really happy to bring the ARTEMiS to the industry. If you would like to hear more about the ARTEMiS, see some more pictures, see it in action a little bit, you could check out our free ARTEMiS webinar, which is on leadingedgedogshow.com. We go through many, many things about the ARTEMiS as well. We include our live Q&A that happened during the webinar, where there's more than 70 questions asked by people like you and answered by me. So head on over to Leading Edge Dog Show Academy and check it out. Hi guys, thanks for joining us on another video in our equipment series. Like we said, there is a lot of equipment here that we need to cover. So if we haven't yet hit the piece of equipment that you're yearning to learn about, let us know in the comments below and we will add it to our very next one. As well, don't forget to like and subscribe, because then you won't miss out on a video that maybe you've requested or something that you want to know about. We are always here for you to answer any of your questions about these or any other products, any other thing that you need to know to take great care of your dog, whether you're in the salon, going to a dog show, or just trying to get your dog groomed at home in the easiest and most efficient way possible. So thanks again for joining us in our equipment series.